All right. Well, I called him. He didn't answer. So you all are here. We're going to do probable cause. Each of you are charged with racing on a highway. Who's Carlos Gomez? You're Carlos Gomez. Mr. Gomez, you're charged with racing on a highway. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Mr. Kasim, you are charged with racing on a highway and you are charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. On the weapon case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. On the racing, up to 6 months. As you, Mr. Rios, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine on the racing case. Gentlemen, we're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Okay?
On February 1st, 2025, an officer who was part of a plainclothes traffic crimes task force was near Cross Timbers and East Texas Freeway in Harris County, Texas, where there was known to be a large street takeover group meeting. Officers in plain clothes were conducting a surveillance of the group of cars known to conduct the takeovers. The officer followed members of this group, specifically a gray Camaro, a white Camaro, and another Camaro. Officers witnessed the three vehicles slow down to 50 miles per hour and accelerate simultaneously up to speeds well over 125 miles per hour in order to outpace each other. Plainclothes officers were able to keep these vehicles in sight until marked patrol vehicles arrived and conducted traffic stops. Officers pulled over the vehicles and made an arrest.
So each one of them are in cars lined up?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Lane 1, lane 2, and lane 3 down the highway.
Okay, so tell me about the gun on Mr. Kasim's case. It's KASEM. While you're looking at that, gentlemen, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward to the case. I'm going to tell you now, living in a city as big as Houston without the ability to drive blows. And I am now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to participate in these types of activities anymore. Racing, street takeovers, donuts, reckless driving. If I find that you do, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in jail. The next thing I will do is I will take your ability to drive away from you. Do you understand? Not only that, the Texas legislature has made it extremely easy for DAs across the state of Texas to seize, take cars permanently for people who are continuously participate in these activities. And I'm telling you because I've seen it here where people get their $80,000 to $100,000 car seized and taken, and they don't get it back. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Kasim admitted to having the handgun in his fanny pack to the officer.
So can you file those conditions on all these gentlemen? Or I guess let's go through each of them. Do they have Texas driver license?
They all have eligible Texas driver's license.
Great. All right. One more thing, gentlemen. You are not allowed to drive unless you have liability insurance in your name. If you do not have car insurance, then you're not allowed to drive. If I find that you drive without car insurance or you violate any of these conditions, I will put you in jail. I will do everything in my power to protect my community. Imagine you hit something at 125 miles an hour. You crush anything. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will have you each take a seat while we craft your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. Because you guys have lawyers, I will waive your appearances. So you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with counsel and they will tell you when you have to come back to court. If they tell me they cannot get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging and playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You pick up a new case, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You become a danger to my community, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. Understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to have you each go to Victoria Sign and Reset, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box.
Gomez?
And then if you can file all those and all of them. Thanks, Brent. Okay.
Trajan, I'm sorry.
Good morning, Mr. Edwards.
Edwin.
Oh, Edwin. I'm sorry. I'm my fault. All right. So, Mr. Edwin, you're charged with evading arrest and detention. And criminal trespass. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 21 days in jail on the evading credit for 7. Is this what you want to do, sir?
Say that I'm getting out tonight.
Yeah, it's time, sir.
So time serves is very sexual to me. Thank you so much for it.
But you need to understand, this is going to go on your record. If you run from the police again, they can charge you with a felony offense. Do you understand?
If I Salverio told license does not want me to get in trouble like this again.
I didn't hear.
Salveria toll licenses does not want me to be acquitted in being in a judge face like this again.
He's saying somebody doesn't want him to get in trouble again like this.
You know what we're doing today, right?
Today is the lawyer's offense of licensing me to get out of jail, yes, sir.
Well, you're pleading guilty. Is that how you understand it?
Well, I'm not necessarily pleading not guilty, yes, sir.
Are you guilty?
I am fully registered to be guilty.
What happens if you pick up another evading arrest?
You are resourceful and knowing to not do it. So we don't
What do you
want.
say?
He said we are resourceful to knowing to not do it.
Hey, don't. You can get a felony next time. Do you understand?
You understand, sir, as firm as you, yes, sir.
All right. You're giving up a lot of rights by doing this today. You don't want a trial. You don't want to talk to witnesses. You need to understand that there are consequences. It will go on your record. It will be there forever.
Just be like Salveria Toll Licensures. I am just be like I am the CEO of Salveria Toll Licensures, which means I am a lawyer.
Let's
You understand that?
let me reset it, Judge.
We do not want to get in trouble.
Let's go back.
So we have him on an assault that's extremely old, and then he picks up an evading arrest in a motor vehicle. And the initial bond violation we have was
Failure to report.
it was a no-show at the Senate. If you ever fail to show again, I will put you in jail. I will revoke your bond. Do you understand?
Sure.
Court orders are there for a reason, and when you no-show, that's not a good thing. We sent him for a test today, which is what we normally do, and okay, no more. You're not to use alcohol, illegal drugs, and I will test you 45 days from today. You test positive again for dope or alcohol, you will stay with me. Do you understand? I'm telling you now, you're going to get another test. So let's set it for 45 to 50 days. You must be here at the next setting and you will get tested again. You understand?
I have a question. My last,
We have provided you a lawyer. Your lawyer can answer the questions for you, but there's absolutely no tolerance. You have an open assault, now you have an open felony, absolutely no tolerance. You're a danger to my community. I only have one place for you.
I understand.
Okay, so we've given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with her. If she tells you she can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging and playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You pick up a third case, I will go nuts on the bond. Do you want to add anything?
No, Judge. For the court's awareness, he did have an open ABI that was dismissed because the complaint was since passed, related circumstances. This was an ABI, an old ABI that was still pending, then an evading.
Right, right. And there's no tolerance. And so any more issues, I'll keep him with me. Okay, all right, take a seat for me, sir. Thank you.